These days I feel like every video I'm doing is holiday because every video I'm doing is holiday. They all came at once and I'm sure there's more to come. So this is the Guerlain Holiday Collection. They're not calling it the Holiday Collection, but this is what's all coming out for holidays, so that's what I'm choosing to call these. Same as I did for the Tom Ford, which again, was not technically holiday, it was Soleil, but they're all coming out at the holiday time. So this is called the Fantasy Collection, a daring makeup look for the holidays. And I have most of the collection. I'll go through it with you and tell you what I did and did not pick up. There is a new perfume by Guerlain, which is Tobacco Honey. I have a sample of it. It's, I'm gonna actually put it on while we're talking. I think it's too tobacco-y for me. I think it's a little too, I love the scent of tobacco, but this one, I think it's too much tobacco. We'll wear it for a while. We'll see. I would also say that Guerlain has a limited edition collection of Shalimar, which is Shalimar Iris. If you like an iris scent, which I happen to, it's very powdery, very soft, kind of reminds me of the 1920s, I would pick this up. So last year they had a Shalimar Tonka. Before that they had a Shalimar Vanilla. And the Shalimar Tonka that I picked up last year, I literally had to get it from, I think it was Belgium, because it sold out so fast you couldn't get it. And then, I'm not kidding. So this Iris one does seem to be sticking around longer, so I think you have an opportunity to actually get it. But I have to tell you, like, I really love the scent. I have a bottle, actually I have more than one bottle, because they're limited edition, and I love the scent. So if you're interested in picking up, they only come in 50 millimeters, which is not a lot when you consider it's a limited edition item. And I think it's $145. Not absolutely sure, but I'll have the link down below. And Guerlain links are not affiliate links, guys. Guerlain does not do affiliates, so just so you know, none of the stuff that will be listed is affiliates, unless it comes up at like another place like Neiman's or Saks or something. Okay, so there's the Terracotta Golden Leopard Bronzing Powder. We'll put up a picture of that. I did not pick that up. I have enough bronzers. And that one just looks like kind of golden to me, and I'm like, that's just not me. That's just not me. The Light Revealing Pearls of Powder Meteorites. Of course I picked these up. We'll go into detail about the packaging. The customizable jewel lipstick cases in Glittery Tiger and Feline Fantasy. And yeah, I picked them both up. I love these. Again, I'll show you in more detail. I'll show you in more detail the packaging in just a second. And then the eyeshadow quad in Glittery Tiger. I would have bought this just for the velvet and glitter. I know it's ridiculous. I know that. I'm aware. And that's the eyeshadows inside. So we'll swatch them and do all that good stuff. But yeah. All right. So the lipstick shades that came with the collection, I did not get. So the lipstick shades that were new, or at least the ones that they say are new on the site, and I'm always a little unclear with the Rouge G because they'll say a bunch are new and I'm like, but that came out before. So I'm never quite positive, but I believe it's 234 Roaring Red and 41 Untamed Garnet. There's also 521 Flamingo Pink, which I think I've already picked up. Number 8 Satin, which is a pink beige, which I picked up with the nude collection. Number 15 Satin, which is a warm brown, which I picked up with the nude collection. And number 19 Deep Brown, which I did not pick up, but was part of the nude collection. So I think the Untamed Garnet and the Roaring Red are actually the ones that are part of this. The Untamed Garnet is a cherry black. That actually looks really nice to me, and I came very close to getting it. What I got instead, and I still might pick it up, but what I got instead was this shade, which is 03, and this shade, which is 81. The shade is considered nude brown. It's not really nude or brown. It's like a reddish brown. And then 81 is like a plummy shade. Plums just seem to be really in this year. I really didn't have too many, so I was like, I'll get the plum one. So The untamed garnet though, that does look nice. It's hard to tell on these sites. Personally, I think Dior's, no offense to Dior, I think Dior's the worst trying to figure out shades, but Guerlain is not that far behind. Like trying to figure out what these shades are just basically impossible. It's like, I can't tell which lipstick shades are which. So anyway, this is Glittery Tiger. And this is what the packaging looks like. It's velvet and glitter. I love it. I want to play with it. If you were like a 3 or 4 year old, you would just literally, or maybe even an adult, you'd just go back and forth on this. It is really cool. One of my favorite cases. I like it. It's striped, it's velvet and glitter. I mean, how can you not like that? And if you've never seen the Rouge G cases before, basically there's this little thing on the bottom that like pushes it. And when you open it, you have a mirror on the inside. So you can actually see your lipstick when you put your lipstick on, which I think is just fabulous. I think that's just a great, I don't know. I just really like it. I think it's fun. And then this is the Feline Fantasy. Did I have the right? Yes, Feline Fantasy, which is again, all velvet and so soft. The whole thing is velvet. I didn't think I was going to particularly like this one because it's kind of like, you know, green and black, but actually it's a lot of fun. And I love green and it's so soft. Like this one is like harder velvet. Like this is like a stiff velvet with the glitter. This one is a soft velvet, like super soft. I could see me rubbing this like too much and ruining it. But anyway, it's really nice. I really like this one. Yeah, I think it's really, really pretty. So this is the 81. Let me just double check and make sure this is the 81. Yes, this is the 81 shade. This is the plum shade. I'm gonna put this on. Let's see how it works with the I can't speak, with the Eyelook. Oh, it's nice shade. If you've never used the Satin Rouge G lipsticks, they're some of the best out there. They really are. Phenomenal formula. Really, really good. On my face, I don't have anything. I don't have blush. I don't have bronzer. I don't have highlighter. So let's take a look at the Meteorites. So if you're not familiar with Meteorites, Meteorites are these little balls of color, pearls, and one goes flying away. And they are scented with violet. Best smell in the whole world. Seriously, I love this smell. I could just sit here. If my whole house smelled like this, this would make me happy. I keep saying I'm going to buy the Guerlain. There used to be a Guerlain scent perfume that was the Meteorites, and somebody has told me like several times which one it is, and I keep forgetting to buy it because new perfumes always come out and I'm like, oh, I have to get this new one, and I always forget about buying this one, which I now think is discontinued. It smells so good. So incredibly good. Okay, this is a re-promote though of the color. So the color in here is Too Clair Light. I have a bunch of Meteorites that are, where are they? They're back there. Can you see them? They're behind the diptyque candles. So I have a number of holiday, hopefully you can see them. I have a number of holiday Meteorites, and they usually have different shades when they come out for holiday. They have a pink one, or they have a violet one, or they have a, you know, golden one, or browner one. This one, like I said, it exists. It's Clair Light. It's not super light, but it's relatively light. And I'm going to use a big fluffy brush. And so basically what you do with this, well, there's actually two ways to do this. Maybe I should buff it in today. Let's buff it in today. The pearls that are in here, this Clair Light shade, there's a green, a pink, a yellow, a white. You can see like dust come up. Can you see that in the camera? That's because the pearls, as they hit against one another, kind of create a powder. And so they, depending on the color, depending on the ones that you get, they can give you a pearlescent glow in a different shade. And like sometimes it's a very, you know, brightening shade because it's got more of that like violet in it, or sometimes it's more of a golden, or sometimes it's more of a pink. They have like a blushy one that's a pink one. But either way, you get this violet smell that stays with you forever. Now, again, if you do not like a scent, or if you don't like violet, you will hate these because it's strong. It's really strong the minute you open it up. I love the scent more than anything, so for me it's great. But again, if you are scent sensitive or you just hate violets, don't buy this. It's 12 months shelf life. I'll tell you right now, I've kept mine way more than that. And they're described as Meteorites Fierce Glow, light revealing pearls of powder to Claire Light. And that's the packaging, which I really love because I love this sort of green ombre kind of thing. And of course on the front it says Guerlain, but I collect them, and so for me it's stunning and I love it. I wish they'd come out with a new shade, I will admit, but I'm glad we got a new Meteorites because last year I don't think there was a Meteorites at all. So I'm happy we have the Meteorites. I wish we had a new shade, but we'll take what I can get. Here again is the tiger. I love this glittery tiger. Like I said, this velvet's rough. It's not like rough, but it's like a thicker, heavier velvet compared to the Feline Fantasy, which is a very soft velvet. And then we'll take a look at the 4 shades. The green in here is very similar to the green I'm wearing, but it has more gold in it. The green I'm wearing is more Kelly green, whereas the green in here has more, you'll see on my hand, but it's got like a golden undertone, which I think is interesting. I think there's a couple different ways to wear this quint, but to show you all the shades today, I'm going to do something that, to be honest, is probably not how I'd wear it. The way I'd wear this, more than likely, is this all over the eye with this as the accent, or this on the eye with this as the accent, or this all over the eye, or just this shade. That's probably how I do this. But again, I wanna show you all the shades. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this as the accent, I'm gonna use this on the eye, I'm gonna use this in the inner corner, and I'm gonna use this up in the brow, and I'm also gonna tap it on over the green. But I will tell you, I really like this formula. I think the Guerlain quads are great. I've always liked them since they came out 2 years ago. I don't even remember now. But I know some people like this isn't their favorite, which I mean, that's fine, but I really like them. I think the formula in here is really good and they always work really well on me. So maybe they just work well on me, I don't know, but I've never had a problem with them. I just think they perform really well. And the color stories are always a little different, like this one. A little interesting. So yeah, let's try it out. Let's take this purple. And if you haven't watched me before, hi, my name's Jennifer, and I have a tendency to do my face makeup and then my eye makeup. It's just how I was taught to do makeup. And you know, it's funny because when I do other people's makeup, I do their eyes first, so I don't have to redo their face makeup. But when I do my own, I always do my face makeup first. And I think it's just because, this is gonna sound weird, but when you put on eye makeup and you have nothing on your face, it just looks really weird to me. And so like, I can't judge what I wanna do with my eye makeup. I don't know how to explain it, but like how my face looks kind of decides what I wanna do with my eye makeup, if that makes any sense. But most people would be like, yeah, but if I do my eyes first, then I could decide what to put on my face, which is not wrong. It's just preference. But the reason I'm mentioning it is not that I'll necessarily have fallout, but I always have, well, I shouldn't say always. I often have areas outside of my eye where I feel like I need to like cut it, like I need to like make it a little tighter. I just go back in and do that. But if you don't have any makeup on first, you don't have to do that. You can just wipe it off with a, you know, a wipe or a makeup remover. But if you have foundation on, you have to be more careful because you already have foundation on. So if I did it the other way around, basically I would be saving myself time, but I don't. That is a great purple. That is a beautiful purple. That's like a purple purple. That is a Mardi Gras purple. That's beautiful, actually. And I think with this peachy pink underneath, that would be stunning. I would love that look. If I just put that all over the eye, it would be really beautiful. Just saying. I'm not gonna do that today, but that would be a great look, guys. All right, let's take the light shade, the shade I was talking about. Yeah, if you took this and just put this all over the eye with this purple, oh, that would just be a beautiful look right there, those two shades. I mean, just because the palette you have has 4 shades doesn't mean you have to use all 4 at the same time. I mean, I need to do it for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like, but you don't have to use it that way. All right, let's take the green shade, put it on the eye, because I think that's what most people are gonna wanna see. And I'm all dressed up in green, so. Oh, such a pretty green. I have other pretty greens. Did an entire video on like best green palettes, actually. But this is a really nice green. It's a really pretty green. Got some definite luminosity to it. And like I said, that kind of golden undertone. Now I'm taking the green up a little bit because my eyes, they're not hooded by any means, but you know, they're starting to get a little more weight in the upper part of the eye. So I have to put the shadow a little higher up if you want to still see it when I look straight ahead. That's a stunning, such a beautiful green. When it mixes with the purple too, it's really nice. Okay, let's take the yellow, put it on the inner corner. It is a bright gold, but when you mix it with the green, I'm gonna bet, like if you put this on the lid and use the green as the accent, I think you could make it look like more antique goldish, you know what I mean, when you mix it with the green. All right, and we're gonna take a little bit of that peachy, shimmery shade that I have in the, just like on the, just to lighten it up like a tiny, tiny bit in the middle of the eye. That's really pretty. Let me clean up the outside of my eye really quick. Let me put on a little bit of mascara and let's talk about the collection. Such a pretty look. I really love this green. I will say though, this is definitely, this reminds me of Mardi Gras colors with the green and the purple. I do think it's a really beautiful look. I would probably use the purple and the peach together and the green and the yellow together, or the green and the peach together. Like I probably wouldn't use all 4 shades. That's me. I'm not like a colorful kind of girl when it comes to my makeup. Sometimes I do it, but for the most part, I keep things, I tend to like the monochromatic stuff, but I think the formula is excellent. I really, really like this formula. I've said it before, I will say it again. I think the Guerlain quads are excellent. I love the fact that they've started putting designs on the packaging instead of just the gold. I wish they would do it every time. That's again, just me. Really like this pattern. I think it's fun. It's different. It's unique. You know, that's what we're paying for when we're paying for luxury. The Meteorites, I love the Meteorites. I love the smell. I think this packaging is really beautiful. The only thing I'd say is I wish it was a new shade, but you know, can't get everything. The lipstick cases are, again, so much fun. This one's so soft, much prettier than I thought it would be in person, and I love the tiger print. I did not pick up the garnet. If you bought that one, let me know how deep it is. What I was worried about is my skin is so pale that it would just be too deep and it would look, you know, like too goth on me, basically. But I thought the black cherry description was really nice, so I'm intrigued. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Tobacco Honey. Okay. It's not nearly as much tobacco as it was in the beginning. If you don't like honey, you will not like this. This has a smoky honey scent, which actually I really like. I didn't think I was gonna like it because when I sprayed it on the box and sprayed it in the air, that's always my first step because of my migraines, I want to be careful. If it has like something that triggers, like I can tell immediately if something's gonna trigger a headache or you know, further to a migraine, and this one didn't, so I was like, okay. But mostly it's the honey that lingers on me. So if you don't like a honey scent, no. But if you like honey, like a smoky honey, it's actually really nice. Let's see how it, I'm gonna have my perfume video coming up pretty soon. And the Shalimar Iris, if you like Iris and you like Shalimar, buy it. It's really that simple. It's limited edition, it won't be around forever. If you like an Iris scent, if you like Shalimar, you're going to like it. And it's limited edition. I bought 2 of them, so. And I have the Tonka from last year. I would love to have the vanilla, but I don't have it because I I don't know what happened. I somehow missed out on buying it. And again, when these are limited edition, Guerlain, the way they do it, it's just gone. So it doesn't exist anymore. You can get it on third parties, you know, aftermarket, but really expensive, like a tremendous amount of money. So I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this collection, whether you picked any of it up, what do you think of the packaging, all that good stuff. And like I said, if you have the garnet, let me know. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.